A lot to get through on the Daily News Show today, with a bit of an Italian feel, I have to say, after Sandro Tonali's arrival at St James's Park earlier today. We are reportedly in talks with a veteran from Juventus. Manchester City surprisingly put in an inquiry for one of our defenders at the beginning of the summer. Moussa Diaby is still very much on our radar, and talks are about to start again with another Juventus superstar. Let's dive in. This is the Daily News. Hi everybody, my name's Paul and welcome back to the Toon Review YouTube channel and the Daily News Show. Before we do get cracking, as usual, if you do enjoy what you see today, guys, please do give it the thumbs up. And also, if you're new and you enjoy what you see, come and be part of this incredible community on the Toon Review by hitting the subscribe button, free to do so, and also that notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. Right, as you can see in the first headline there, Tonali arrives at St James's Park. This was all expected to happen yesterday, of course, but it didn't. There was a lot of unhappy fans who were there yesterday who didn't actually get to see Tonali. My old mucker Adam Pearson was there, of course, disappointed, but he was there this morning to see him, and he arrived in style as usual, and getting his photo taken with the Newcastle shirts on and meetings with everybody and things like that, which is fantastic to see after such a long time after the announcement of the signing to him turning up on Tyneside. But there is just one thing I'm really pissed off about reading this morning. It was not a newspaper, I think it was just an online reporter, decided to turn around and say that Tonali will be back in Italy within a year. All because of the way he looked when he got off the aeroplane. Now, bear in mind, it was very windy when he landed. He looked a bit windswept. He looked a bit tired, as he would be. Long flight, and he just wants to get everything done and dusted and sorted out. Now, this reporter claimed he got off the plane and looked around and thought, what have I done? And was unhappy and feel like because he was forced into a move, that he'll be back in Italy within a year. This is absolute dross reporting. And if this is where reporting is going in the future, then nobody stands any chance, because this is just the lowest of the low just to get clicks. I mean, how he can say that, because there was something on social media this morning where he's standing holding a Milan shirt and then standing holding a Newcastle shirt. He's smiling with the Newcastle shirt and looks miserable as sin holding the Milan shirt. Now, this is the club that he grew up with and supported as a child. So does that mean that he's unhappy about holding the Milan shirt? Of course it doesn't. Just try and grow some balls, some of you reporters, and actually report decent stuff that people will want to read, instead of crap like that, judging by a facial expression when he got off the bloody aeroplane. It's absolute dross. So pay no attention to it if you do read it, guys. Tonali is clearly itching to get going with Newcastle United. A huge headline has caught the eye of many Newcastle United fans this morning, and that is, as you can see there on this headline, talks have been held with Leonardo Bonucci of Juventus. Now, you may turn around and say, oh, he's 36-year-old, etc., etc. But just take a step back and think about this for just a moment, guys. Because if we get him, this is a monumental signing for Newcastle United. I don't care how old he is. He may only have a year or two left of his career. But if he signs a 1 or 2 year deal with Newcastle United, this is huge. Now, I'm saying that because of the experience that this guy's got, not only at club level, but international level. He's done it all, okay? He's done it all. And he is a wonderful, wonderful player. Now, I'm not saying that Bonucci's going to come in or Bonucci's going to sign expecting to play every week, because that's not the case. But 3 central defenders, as in Cher, Bonucci and Botman, to rotate, with Dan Burn able to play there as well, and Lascelles still on the books, we are packed at centre-back with some very, very good players. And Bonucci himself, he was expected to sign for Juventus for 1 more season. However, with everything that's going on with Juventus, rule breaking, etc., they're not sure whether they're going to get a points deduction or they're going to be relegated again like they were a few years ago. Bonucci is now reconsidering his career, and he's indicated he would like to come to the Premier League. And these, I'm saying reports, there is a lot of them. It isn't just from one clickbaiter out there. it's a lot of reports coming in that we've been talking to Bonucci already, him and his representatives, regarding the move. Now, there is no transfer fee yet being reported, and to be honest, he's got 1 year left of his deal. He's 36-year-old. You wouldn't expect that to be millions and millions of pounds for a transfer deal. But this could just be wonderful. His influence off the pitch as well will be vastly important. You know, you think of the youngsters coming through at Newcastle at the minute, and having a player like Bonucci in that dressing room around the first team squad as well, it'll be incredible. Now, Tonali's already there, so that may help the deal because of obviously the Italian connection. But what a player, Bonucci. I mean, look, he's 36. That's the only downside about it. But if you've watched Bonucci in the last few seasons, he is a super fit man. You know, you talk about Ronaldo going on for years and years. Bonucci is the same. He looks after himself and he plays to the maximum every game. He is a wonderful talent. Now, let me know in the comments what you think about Bonucci signing, because for me, as I said, the influence not only on the pitch but off it, and the Champions League experience that this guy has, not just the Champions League, I guess, but the experience in general is just incredible. And I just think if we can get Bonucci in, what a signing, and that will really, really guide us through the Champions League because of his absolute top experience that he's had at this level. But let me know in the comments what you think about that one. This certainly came out of the blue this morning and certainly caught my eye, was that Manchester City apparently made an inquiry for Sven Botman at the beginning of the transfer window, as they're obviously looking to rejig the side and bring in some new talent. And Botman was one that caught Pep's eye. Now, of course, Botman signed for us last summer. AC Milan also interested, of course, but we beat them to him. He wanted to come to Newcastle, and by God, what a first season he's had. I'm not saying he's been brilliant every game. Nobody is. Nobody is brilliant every single game for the full season. It just doesn't work like that. But Botman looks a lot older on the pitch than he actually is. He's two-footed, can spray the ball about anywhere he wants. His defending is fantastic. And, of course, he's gained the nickname the Rolls-Royce from us Newcastle fans. So it obviously caught Pep's eye. Newcastle United flatly turned them down, said we're not even interested in talking about it. And, of course, Manchester City have gone on to sign, or look like they're going to sign Guardiola from Leipzig for around about 100 million. So it's not like they're going to cry into the cornflakes or anything like that. They're signing a world-class player anyway. But it was just very interesting that obviously Botman's first season on Tyneside has absolutely caught the eye of top managers all over the place. And of course we know that he's now made it into the senior Holland squad as well. So this guy's career can only go up and up and up, but hopefully that's with Newcastle United, of course. He is one of the spine of the team. There is no doubt about that. And for me, can only get better and better as the seasons go on. But I was very, very surprised that Man City did put an inquiry in. A player that has been on the lips of Newcastle United fans really since the takeover is, of course, Moussa Diaby at Bayer Leverkusen. Now, I've watched this guy a lot. You know, many people know Leverkusen. I do keep an eye out for in the Bundesliga. I've watched them many, many times. The guy is rapid, brilliant player. And Newcastle United are apparently not giving up on bringing Diaby in, despite the fact that obviously Szoboszlai's gone, Maddison, etc. This guy has always remained a target. And to be fair, Newcastle United have made it known that we've scouted this guy many times in the past, as well as Szoboszlai, etc. Now, the only problem is at the moment, what the reports are saying is that the price tag may be a problem, because it looks like Leverkusen are looking for round about £51 million for Diaby. Now, Newcastle United value him at around about 40 to 45. So there's a little bit of negotiation there. Now, of course, a lot of fans will say, come on, guys, let's just pay what they want for him. Let's bring him to Newcastle United. But we know the new owners do not work like that. They will pay what they feel is legitimate for a footballer. They will not go higher, and they won't be pushed around by literally anybody into selling or buying somebody for a price that they find outrageous. Now, £40 million to 50 million, there is negotiations there. Diaby, the player himself, has stated in the last couple of weeks that he'd like to come to the Premier League. Whether he's got wind or he's been told that Newcastle United are interested in him, and he sees that move as a go. Now, the signing of Tonali, I think, will absolutely help with this, because it'll send news around the footballing world that a top-class Italian has gone to play at Newcastle United, and there is top players already at Newcastle. You know, so this club is grown, and it's grown in stature as well. And I think you have to take that into consideration with Diaby. There's really been no other interest for him, I think, in the summer. I've never read anybody that's after Diaby, apart from us. Every transfer window we seem to be linked with Diaby. Is this the transfer window when we finally do make a move for him? But as I say, the price tag could be a bit of an issue. Leverkusen 51 million. Newcastle don't see him at that price. They see him around 40 to 45. So there are still negotiations to be done there. Now, finally, another top-class Italian that Newcastle United have been looking at in the summer is, of course, Federico Chiesa, also of Juventus. Now, the reports are saying the talks are going to start again with his representatives. We know there seems a good relationship between Newcastle United and his reps, so talks are going to start again. Now, in my opinion, this is all to do what's going on with Juventus as a club at the moment. We've just talked about Bonucci wanting to get out of there, and Chiesa also is reported to be unhappy. He wants to move, and the Premier League is appealing to him. Now, Juventus are in all sorts of problems, of course, and that's why a lot of the players are at the moment looking to jump ship, I think, because they don't want to play in a league lower, they don't want to lose wages, or they don't want to start with a points deduction and playing catch-up all season. So it's a big opportunity in Newcastle to seize the moment and try and get these players in. We know they've spoke to Chiesa already, so we don't know where the talks are at the moment, as in, are they almost done? Is Chiesa really interested in signing? Again, the Tonali deal will certainly prick his ears up and say, well, Tonali's there. Let's see what they can do to come to some arrangement. There's nothing about a price tag yet or anything like that. It's just a report saying the talks are happening and they have been going on behind the scenes. But let me know what you think about all the stories today, guys. A lot of big names being mentioned, of course, with Newcastle United again. But this time talks seem to be of more of an advanced state than they have been in the past. But again, we'll not know until Newcastle United decide to announce it. We don't know. We don't know how true these reports are. There's just a lot of them. And, of course, it's very exciting for us Newcastle United fans to talk about them stories. And even better if even one or two of them do actually come through and sign for the club. But it's great times at the moment to be a fan. Let me know what you think of all the stories. If you have enjoyed today's show, guys, as I said at the beginning, please do give it the thumbs up. Massively important to the channel. And also, if you're new and like what you see, come and be part of this incredible community here on the Toon Review by hitting that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. And also the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. You can become a member of the Toon Review if you do so wish. There's a join button just underneath. If you click that, that'll enable you to support the channel on a monthly basis and be entered into all the prize draws and special things that we do for the members. And also, you can donate to the channel while we're off air. There is a thanks button underneath again, just along from the like button if you want to donate to the channel while we're not live. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be back with more live shows very soon as well. But in the meantime, have a fantastic day and we'll see you soon. Take care.